So I'm back. Second video. I was studying and I thought of sharing my study tips. I have 10. Not very much. Well, it's a bit much. Give motivation to those who doesn't have one. Add some tips to those of you who already have one. Or get you going to have some study tips. To start it, my first one will be prepare a review outline, because I don't know, preparing makes you a bit organized, not a bit, but a lot more organized. Like when I first realized that I needed to prepare my review outline, I just don't know where to start. I just got overwhelmed. So preparing a review outline would be great, so you don't feel overwhelmed, and it will be easier to make schedule for it, which is my second study tip. My second study tip is create a schedule for studying. Give each topic, or in your outline that you made, a schedule. Give it, like, let's say in algebra I wanted to study factoring first for 30 minutes, and then after that I will move on to getting some practice questions for 15 minutes about what I studied or reviewed the past 30 minutes. Something like that. Having a scheduled time and sticking to it, it makes it more doable and less overwhelming, because it gives you like an organized look on what you have to study, and your whole day, it's not gonna be cramped with just studying whatever, or like, oh wait, I need to do practice tests for this one and stuff like that. Giving like a mini practice test, or for each topic, after you review for each topic, would be great to help you recall what you just reviewed. Third is taking breaks. Most people just like to go, but it is important to take a break. If you're planning on studying the whole day, take at least 30 minutes of breaks. Spread it. Take 10 minutes in between, or it depends on how you want it, or take a power nap. That's what I do. I take 10 minutes and then power nap. Because I know for me, it's important, because it's important for our brain. It gives our brain time to relax and reset, so it doesn't get overwhelmed, it doesn't get fried, or we lose focus when we're like tired and we're still forcing ourselves to like, no, a little bit more. No, stop, take a break, and it refreshes yourself. You refresh yourself. In regards to this break that you have, maybe take some time to like meditate, or what is it that they call, be in the present. Like, you could get something to eat, just get your mind off studying and off of other things. The break that you have is not to be used for running an errand or doing a chore, washing the dishes, or it's a break for your brain to just shut everything else out and relax, so that when you come back and study, your brain is refreshed. It had relaxed. It had a bit of rest and is ready to take on more studying. Your chores, your errands, your emails, your calls, it should have been part of your schedule for the day or the week. I think it's better for the week, because you should have allotted a time for you to do your chores to it. It is hard to stick to a schedule that you make, but once you get a hang of it, you just, automatic. No, this is all the time I have. I gotta go back home. You know, it takes me 10 minutes to go home, so that's included in my schedule. Time management is part of it. That's my fourth tip. Time management is very, very important, especially for it's very crucial, especially for other students there like me that works full-time and is going to school, for parents that are still going to school, for if you're a caregiver for a family member, or you know, other things that are important that you do, other than studying. Time management is really, really important. If you can prioritize your study amongst everything else, that would be awesome. There's a lot going on when we're like, you know, adults. Like we're not teenagers anymore that our parents are like, you know, we don't have to worry about anything other than studying. It's more difficult, but it's doable. That's why time management is good. You can manage your time, from little things to like, when am I gonna do the laundry, when am I gonna go for groceries, you know, or I need to have some time with you know, your significant other, like you need to go out on a date, so this day is like that, you know. Having a planner is very helpful. Whatever kind of planner you want, digital, paper, or notebook, or an actual planner, just get a planner. Have a planner and make sure that you take time. You set aside a time for your, you know, do your planning for the whole week if you want the whole month. Also a schedule board, like a whiteboard with, you know, they have those little those whiteboards with dates and stuff, and there are fancy ones too that are glass. I want to buy one of those, but not right now, because I don't think I'd be able to not break it. So yes, being able to manage your time helps in stress management. I cannot emphasize it more, how scheduling your time, scheduling your things, your life, and managing your time is very, very important, because it lessens your stress, at least for me. If it's not on my schedule for today, I don't worry about it. Like, if, like, you know, we pay bills, like, I don't want to worry about it. Like, did I pay it today? When's the due date? You know, if you have a planner, you won't have to worry about it if you paid it or not, because your plan is right there, and the deadline will be there, and then you'll be like, oh, it's not till next week, so ta-da, shoo for next week. I'll worry about you next week. The fifth tip that I have is sleep. I love to sleep. I can sleep the whole day and the whole night with just waking up to eat and use the bathroom. Studying for long hours, even with breaks, can be really exhausting to both your brain and your body to recharge for the next day. The cells are able to do what they do best for our body when we're sleeping. Because lack of sleep, with me, if I don't have enough sleep, I can't focus. I can stay on like a lesson or a video recording of our lesson, and I wouldn't be able to understand it. And I know that I'm already done. I'm tired. I needed to do better on that one because I can't. I will just close my book and take a power nap, because no matter how you push it, your brain knows when you're like, I've had enough. I need a break. 6 is eating. Eating is important. Eat what you want. Eat some unhealthy foods like chips, um, soda, coffee, energy drinks, chocolates, cake, etc., etc. Sparingly. It's more important for you to eat healthy foods like vegetables. Be healthy so you don't get sick. Because we can't afford to get sick. Especially for me. I work and I go to school. I can't afford to get sick. I hate missing classes because I hate like catching up. I'm already full of what the lesson is for today, and I still have to catch up for what I missed the other day. No, it's stressful. I don't want it. My 7th is change your location. I know that we need to study where there's peace and quiet, and the comfort of our own home is pretty much it. But sometimes a change of scenery, a change of ambience is good. Or scenery. Go to a coffee shop. Go to your community's library or your school's library. If your school have those study areas that you can go utilize it. You paid for it. Your community library, go to it. Your tax pays for it. Your parents' tax pays for it. There are coffee shops that has so much people traffic, that can be a distraction, or like a little bit too loud of a noise. Like that can be a form of distraction, or can be annoying while you're studying. Most places let you stay there. You have their coffee, you ate something there, yeah, stay there, and they know you're studying. So most coffee shop, they support students. Yes. 8, don't procrastinate. Don't put off studying or reviewing. If you feel like you have so much free time today, go ahead and review your past lessons. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that's great. If you procrastinate, you'll end up cramming. And cramming is not good. For some people, they say like cramming is good for them, like, because it helps them remember. If the test is tomorrow, they cram the whole day, study, and then they remember everything the next day. So if you can avoid cramming or avoid procrastinating, don't. If you can do it right now and it's on your schedule, stick to it. It will benefit you. You'll get more understanding of the lesson, instead of just it's kind of like you're putting something in your brain, you're dumping in your brain, and later on you'd be like, well, what's that again? No, that I think that's what happens when you cram. Instead of when you're studying about it, you get to understand really about the topic, how to solve this, what does it mean, and that sticks in your head because you understand it more. If it's in your planner, if it's in your schedule, do it. Don't put it off. That advice, I think, goes for anything else, but we're gonna stick to the study tips right now. Nice. Second to the last tip, ask questions. If you do not understand like a certain topic or a lesson, or I cannot understand Krebs cycle. I cannot understand solving quadratic equations. Why I can't understand my fractions. Ask questions. If your professor has a given has a schedule for a one-on-one, utilize it. If your school has a tutoring, free tutoring, utilize it. If there's some workshops scheduled for the week, utilize it. If you have family members, friends, or a Facebook group, or uh, anything that you can utilize, that you will be able to ask questions about your lesson or your class that you don't understand, go ahead, utilize it, ask questions. It's better to ask the question than just wondering by yourself, and it takes more time for you to trying to understand it, figuring it out, than to just go ahead and ask questions, you know. If you need a clarification on the topic, don't be shy. Don't be like, oh, I don't want my professor or my classmate to think that I don't get it because everybody did. It's your goal. It's your future. It's your grades. It's not theirs. So go ahead, ask questions, you know. Research online too. If you can research it online, go ahead. Online, YouTube, there are a lot of YouTube creators channels that really helps students understand certain lesson. And I have my favorites, so you can find someone, a channel, a creator that you are able to understand more on how they teach it or explain it. Go ahead, follow them. The last one, and I think that this is very, very, very important, is have a solid support system from the beginning. You are going in this journey, and it's not going to be easy. You will have breakdowns, you would cry, you would want to quit, but you gotta have a solid support system that that will be there to motivate you, to be your hype man, your cheerleaders, someone to keep you in line. Hey, don't you have to study for that test the next day? Next week. I just talk about cramming, and then anyway, yes, a good support system. Someone that you can lean on when you're getting like burned out, like, I can't do this, no, I want to quit. Yes, good solid support system. And also, this support system should also be there for you to tell you like, hey, you've had too much, come on, let's get some Starbies, or let's go to the museum. Right there they have a new art thing going on over there. Or hey, on Thursday, take a break, let's go to a food truck event at this time, blah blah blah. Or tomorrow morning, let's go to the farmer's market and grab something to eat, or grab some healthy fresh grown vegetables, or fruits, anything. Or someone to go to gym with, when you're stressed with school and work, or just school, go to gym, release your stress there, and it is good too, to go to the gym, being healthy. Yep, I should say that's another tip, but cut off at 10. So I guess that's it for right now. I hope you get some insight. I hope I get to motivate someone to, if you have any other ideas that you think that is good to incorporate to a study habit for someone else, go ahead and put it in the comment. If you're having finals week, you got this. We got this. So but don't forget, take a break, don't cram, ask questions, and you got this. And if it's not your finals week, then thread on, you got this. Ask questions about your lessons for this week that you don't you need clarification or you don't really understand. Study hard, but don't forget to relax and enjoy life. Till then.